Seattle Refined, we're just wild about Harry. Daytime Talk's brightest star takes over the town with a little help from Refined.
I want one of those little crab cups.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
From the market to the Space Needle.
I heard that they were building a slide.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To the monorail.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm about to vomit with nerves.
It's easy to get your groove on when Harry is in town.
I'm Harry Connick Jr. Seattle Refined starts right now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, when it comes to TV celebrities, no one is nearer or dearer to our hearts on Refined than our buddy Harry Connick Jr.
I am only fighting fire with fire.
Season 2 of Harry's talk show got off to a rip-roaring start with a duet with legendary piano man Billy Joel. And that was just the beginning of the surprises. I have personally had the pleasure of hanging out with Harry a couple of times. Once 2 years ago in Nashville, and last summer I gave him the Refined tour of Seattle. We'll get to all that in a moment, but first, a little bit more about this talented and down-to-earth superstar. From the concert stage to the silver screen,
Dance is just a conversation between two people.
to millions of living rooms across America every day.
We have a very special guest today. How y'all doing?
Seems like everyone is just wild about, well, you know.
I'm just wild about Harry.
The humble New Orleans piano prodigy first burst onto the music scene nearly 30 years ago,
It had to be you.
providing the soundtrack for one of the most popular romantic comedies of the era, When Harry Met Sally.
I don't want to talk about this.
Why not?
I don't want to talk about it.
The film won him his first Grammy, and that's when Harry met superstardom. The next year, Harry showed off his acting chops, making his film debut in the World War II drama Memphis Belle.
This buddy of mine keeps begging me to sing it.
Hollywood had found its new leading man.
Well. If it ain't Bertie Calvert.
And while Harry had hearts swooning, his was stolen. In 1994, he married Victoria's Secret model Jill Goodacre and had 3 beautiful daughters. Meantime, Harry's career was just getting hotter. In 2002, he won the plum role of Deborah Messing's husband, Leo, on the Emmy Award-winning TV show Will and Grace. Then in 2010, Harry made an even bigger leap, joining Keith Urban and Jennifer Lopez as a judge on the blockbuster reality phenomenon American Idol. But it's Harry's latest role as host of his own daytime talk show that really allowed him to shine in a new way. The show was nominated for 5 Emmy Awards, and fans are getting to know this humble megastar like never before.
And to get some Tweety, everybody's happy 'cause it's true. Go ahead, Tweety.
Don't leave me. Before Harry's daytime talk show debuted, I flew across country to Nashville to meet him.
That's it. Not quite like that.
And I have to say, and I'm not kidding, he is just one of the coolest celebrities I've ever met. He was down to earth, approachable, he wasn't surrounded by an entourage, and there was nothing off limits. That's why when I heard he was coming to Seattle, I couldn't wait to catch up and talk about the show, his success, and of course, Seattle.
So, Harry, you're in Seattle.
One of my favorite places in the world, Gard.
I mean, look where we are. Pike Place Market.
It's amazing. You know, I have, you know how when somebody calls you and you have their picture and their picture shows up when you
Right.
call? So I have a picture of my dad here walking down this middle of the
nice.
market. So anytime he calls, I see it, and I remember one of the many, many great trips I've had here.
And how many times does he call you a day?
Oh, a lot. So I'm looking at the same view a lot of times a day. It's truly one of my favorite places in the world. Every time, I mean, I've been here a dozen times over the last 20 or 30 years, I guess, maybe more. And every time I come, I just love it. The people are great. You get such amazing food here. I love the coffee here. I mean, this coffee here is on another level, you know. I mean, I come from New Orleans where the coffee's
Right.
pretty good, but Seattle coffee's, I mean, it's world class, man.
These are heavy.
You're gonna get a workout.
special guest. Will you show yourself, please?
And you and I first met in Tennessee over a year ago. I said, that's going to be a great talk show. And you said, Gard, it's not a talk show. It's more of an entertainment show.
That's right.
And you were right on the money on that.
Well, the thing is, you know, talk shows are great, and there's so many people that do that really well, but there's other elements to this show that I thought kind of took it out of the talk show realm. I mean, you know, I do interviews and talk to celebrities and incredible everyday folks that we meet around the country, but there's also music and a whole bunch of other stuff that I think maybe separates us from the rest of the pack a little bit.
What can fans for your show expect for this new season coming out?
And we're just doing the things that people like, which happen to be our favorites too, celebrating great women, music, inspirational stories. I just want to do a show that makes people feel a little bit better. There's a lot of division in the country nowadays and a lot of despondence, a lot of chaos, and I want our show to be a place where people can get a respite from that and feel like they're just enjoying some good entertainment.
So Harry, is there anything you don't do well? I mean, you're an actor.
Just ask Jill. She'll give you a long list.
And Jill's your wife.
Yeah.
And she has to be terribly proud of you.
Well, I would think so. It's mutual. You know, we love each other a lot. We have 3 daughters. You know all about that.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I think for me, and I think you would probably agree with this, if you can be successful in that part of your life, if you can, you know, have your family life together, then everything else just kind of falls into place. And I would think that Jill is proud of me. I'm proud of her. And it's the same with my children. You know, I'm very proud of them. And I feel that they're proud of me too. And, you know, ultimately, I think that's all that matters.
Will and Grace, what's going on with that now?
So
give us some intake on that.
I can tell you that I am going to be on the reboot of Will and Grace, but I can't tell you what I'm going to be doing, and that's the truth. When I did Will and Grace before, I would always get the script the night before we started.
Come on, Harry, I'm your pal now.
I know.
Come on, give us some. Come on, give us something. Give us a nugget.
I promise you, I have no idea, because based on the way I left the show, I didn't think it was possible for me to be back, but apparently they're kind of starting over, and truthfully, in about 2 days I'll see a script, but I haven't seen anything yet. That's the truth.
Well, it's really cool that's coming back. And then American Idol, after I guess a year or 2 hiatus,
Yes.
that's coming back, and you were part of that as well.
I had a great experience with Idol doing that for 3 years, and I think they're going to go on and try something new now. I know they got Katy Perry as one of the judges, and Ryan is coming back as the host, but I'm not sure. I'm excited to see who they get to play those other roles.
And speaking of music, I know that you played Jazz Alley.
Yes.
Do you remember that venue? What was that like for you?
Well, so, you know, that was a really important period in my life, because I was super young, you know, early 20s. Every once in a while, somebody will come up to me and say, oh, I saw you there, you know, back in the early 90s, and it brings back fond memories.
You know, it's funny, we did a story with the guy that owns Jazz Alley.
Oh, is that right?
He watched you play that night, and he goes, this guy will never play a small venue again, because he's going to be a big star.
That's so nice. You know, I love the memories I have of playing there. Who knows, maybe I'll get a chance to play there again.
I know every minute of your life is taken up by doing something. Do you ever get a minute and just kick back and say, I can't believe where I am in this world?
It happens all the time. So I'm here in Seattle. We got in last night. I'm with my daughter, and she has her girlfriend with her. And we were staying in a beautiful hotel that has essentially the same view we're looking at now. We just had some room service and watched a movie and just looked around and thought, you know, I've been extremely blessed. And I just hope that I can do whatever it takes to let people know how grateful I am for giving me this opportunity.
Our refined visit with Harry Connick Jr. is just getting started.
It was built in 1962. In 1961, that was the year that they launched it into orbit.
Harry takes over the needle and gives some tourists the shock of their life. But first, Mr. Connick gives the Emerald City his seal of approval.
I mean, I like traveling anyway, but this is exciting.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. We are just wowed about Harry. We're taking a look back at the amazing day the Refined team spent with the down-to-earth superstar Harry Connick Jr.
2 years ago, Harry showed me around Nashville and was an amazing host. That's why I couldn't wait to return the favor and give him a tour of our city, starting at the iconic Pike Place Market.
Look where we are, Harry. We're in Seattle, and we got sun, tons of it.
I'm telling you, man, it's perfect. It's perfect, but it does rain a lot here, right?
Yeah.
Like half the year kind of thing? Or?
Well, last year we got record amounts of rain. Well, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, well,
we get rain all the time.
This is about as pretty weather as you can get.
Oh,
It's amazing. Even in the rain, Seattle's beautiful.
So when you come back to Seattle, I know you've been here, would you say, like a dozen times?
Probably, yeah.
Does it ever get old for you?
Never, never.
It's got a good vibe, doesn't it?
It really does. The feeling right here is very much like the French Market in New Orleans, and yet it's completely different. You just have different kinds of seafood. Like I'm looking at that Dungeness crab. We don't really have that. King crab and stuff like that. No, that's amazing.
Look at the side. Pick that baby up.
That's amazing. I mean, that's amazing.
Ooh, smell that. That's fresh.
No, it doesn't get any fresher. I love it. So we get to, for some reason I feel compelled to eat more than I have the capacity to handle when I'm here.
Yeah.
Even though I know I could probably come back the next day. But I like getting those, they have those little cups with, they put the crab with the cocktail sauce in them. I mean, I eat those and the fruits and vegetables. It's just so cool.
Well, here's where we throw the fish, my man.
Yeah, I know.
Here's where we
Look
throw
at this
it.
crowd. It's amazing.
And the fish fly. They fly here.
I know. That's so cool.
What do you think of this entertainer right here?
I mean,
What do you think?
those are the real entertainers. She sounds good, man.
I know you didn't start like this, did you? Or did you?
The only reason I didn't start like that is because I couldn't get my piano out in public. But I played on the street a few times. The real action is that way. I don't know why they're looking at us. They need to watch those flying fish over there.
All right, let's go throw one.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's really simple, even though it looks kind of crazy. So you're just gonna be sideways like me. Hands up like this.
Wait, he's throwing from there?
Exactly, you got it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You got the wrong guy trying to catch fish. They're going to throw me a frozen one.
No.
All right, here we go.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Harry
Right here.
Connick
Right here.
Jr. Here we go.
Yeah, make a little noise. Make a little noise. Yeah. Oh! I got nervous.
One more.
I'm glad I'm a piano player. I totally did not expect that sensation. I'm ready. Yeah, bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Yeah! Yes!
Dude, you caught the fish.
Yeah, I know. You know, I did it first one on purpose, just to kind of build attention, you know what I mean? Hi, how are you? Good.
Great catch.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Let the piano work.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What's up, y'all? Hey, man, how you doing? What's happening? Hi. How are you? Nice to see you. Hi. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hi.
Does this happen to you all the time wherever you go? You get stopped?
Yeah, but it's so nice. I mean, that's what you work for. And somewhere along the way, I think the idea of being well known became synonymous with being better than people. And that doesn't fly in my family. You know, we just don't, we're all the same. We all want the same stuff. We all want our children and families to be healthy and happy. And I think as long as you keep that in mind, you know, it's all good. I just try to do the right thing and surround myself with the people I love, and there's a lot of nice people out there.
Cool, I got something I want to buy you.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I won't turn that down.
Oh, no.
I don't care what it is. This might be the place that we got them from.
All right.
I love that crab meat, man.
Hey, do you guys have a crab cup? I do. Yeah, let's do
That's
it.
what I like.
We'll take 2 of them.
It's so good. Thank you. Young, thank you so much, Guard.
Are you kidding me? My pleasure.
Don't be fooled. There's a Louisiana boy back there. Don't be fooled. They got a homeboy from Louisiana working back here. Don't let him fool you. He's gonna try to do the Northwest accent, but he can't do it.
Well, Harry, give me a cheers with the crab cup.
Cheers, Guard.
Congratulations on your show.
Thank you.
Thanks for spending time with me.
It's my pleasure.
You're a good man.
Coming up on Seattle Refined, going up.
Yeah, I hate this feeling right now. Yeah, no, I'm really uncomfortable right now.
Harry conquers his fear of heights and leaves these tourists scratching their heads.
Welcome back to the show. It's not every day you get to hang out with a superstar as big as Harry Connick Jr. And one of the things we love about Harry, he is super laid back and he's up for anything.
So when he hit town, we took him on a stroll through Pike Place Market. He caught a fish, he ate some fresh crab, all the tourist stuff. And just when we were about ready to say goodbye, he told us there was one more iconic spot he wanted to see.
We
have to hand it to Harry. When he stopped by the Space Needle, he didn't just want to see it, he wanted to work it.
Hello, welcome to the Space Needle.
Harry traded in his TV host hat to become a Space Needle employee, giving unsuspecting tourists a fun ride to the top.
Hi, how are you? Fine, thank you. I'm Harry. Nice to meet you. Hello. Hello, welcome. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. And do you know why I'm looking at you right now? Because I'm scared of heights. Yeah, I hate this feeling right now. Yeah, I've never wanted to be back on the ground. I'm not. I'm looking at you.
Even though Harry's afraid of heights, he kept his cool and cracked some jokes.
It was built in 1962. In 1961, that was the year that they launched it into orbit. And then they brought it back and they permanently affixed it to the ground. I heard that they were building a slide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's something that they're doing. That's something. That is true. They're building a slide, a glass slide from the top, and it's gonna go all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, no. I'm really uncomfortable right now.
We get it, Harry. You want down. It was time to be on solid ground and do something a little more his speed.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
He got a quick driving lesson and manned the monorail.
This is probably about as fast as...
I wouldn't want to go much faster than this. So brake apply just slows it down a little bit. I'm ready to go.
All right, sounds good.
That's the key
Yes, that is the key.
for this train?
Yes.
It looks like it's for a padlock.
So if you just slowly press it 1 point forward, it'll go.
Oh,
Yeah.
we driving now.
All
Okay.
right, if you want to go one more, you can.
Oh, look out. How am I doing, Coach?
So far, you're doing great.
Oh, I'm feeling this. Wow. I like this. This is all right.
It's a pretty great job. It's really fun.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm about to vomit with nerves.
Oh, well, as long as you vomit that way, we're good.
You ever make a duplicate key and just sneak on for fun?
No.
See,
I like my job a lot.
I'd be doing that. I'd do that one last hurrah. And then you come on here at 2 in the morning, you crank her up, you play some tunes, and you just fire up in the 4th gear.
Party
just
train
let her
it?
go. Just
Yeah.
party train it. You didn't even know this because I think you're such a great trainer. You saw right through it. But I am completely drunk right now.
Really?
I mean, like I've been drinking since 2 in the morning.
All right, go you.
Yeah.
Killing it. There you go.
Now, did you feel that? Or did you not feel that, I think is the question. Man, that's what I call a professional job.
You did a great job.
Gosh dang, I'm
Go
ready to go
you.
solo. I found my new calling. I'm extremely confident right now.
Harry's Seattle adventure wasn't over yet. There was one last thing he wanted to do. Harry and I headed to the Edgewater Hotel to replicate the infamous Beatles photo where they were fishing over the balcony. I think we nailed it. To check out the photos, head to SeattleRefined.com. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Refined. Harry Connick's talk show, Harry, airs every weekday here on Como right before us at 2 p.m.
And if you watch the show, you know that he ends it the same way every day, doing a dance he calls Back It Up. When Harry was in Seattle recently, he swung by our Como studios to meet the staff, and it wasn't long before he had everyone doing his happy dance. Here's that part of his visit. We'll see you next time.
Okay, we gotta wait for the groove. You feel it?
Almost.
It's coming. Gotta wait for the beat to drop.
I'm so ready.
You ready? I want to party.